Hello and welcome again to Family Fare. I was taking a walk the other day and I found something special. Do you know what it is? That's right, it's a feather. So it made me think that maybe the next time we got together, we should sing some songs about birds. And I also asked my friend Julianne if she knew any stories about birds, and she found a wonderful story that will make you laugh. So let's start with this one. Oh, you need to get your own bird ready to fly. So cross your thumbs together and get your wings ready to fly. Just like this. I can't do this and play the guitar, so you fly your bird while we sing this song together. Here we go. Little bird, fly through my window. Little bird, fly through my window. Little bird, fly through my window. Buy molasses candy. Fly through my window, my sugar lump. Fly through my window, my sugar lump. And buy molasses candy. Buy molasses candy. So while you're flying your bird, you can think about the different birds that you've seen before. Maybe you've seen a robin. So let's sing about robins. Here we go. Robin, robin, fly through my window. Robin, robin, fly through my window. Robin, robin, fly through my window. Buy molasses candy. Fly through my window, my sugar lump. Fly through my window, my sugar lump. And buy molasses candy. Buy molasses candy. What other birds might fly through your window? Do you have sparrows at your house? How about flying a sparrow? Ready? Get your birds flying. Here we go. Sparrow, sparrow, fly through my window. Sparrow, sparrow, fly through my window. Sparrow, sparrow, fly through my window. Buy molasses candy. Fly through my window, my sugar lump. Fly through my window, my sugar lump. And buy molasses candy. Buy molasses candy. Some birds fly south for the winter and return in the spring. Which one of those birds might do that at your house? How about a hummingbird? Hummingbird, hummingbird, fly through my window. Hummingbird, hummingbird, fly through my window. Hummingbird, hummingbird, fly through my window. Buy molasses candy. Fly through my window, my sugar lump. Through my window, my sugar lump. And buy molasses candy. Buy molasses candy. Maybe the next time you take a walk, you could look and see if you could find a feather. So here's a little rhyme about two blackbirds. They're named Carlos and they're named Cherie, and they spend a lot of time sitting in a tree, and when they're not sitting in a tree, they are flying. And the magic thing about this little rhyme is that Carlos and Marie multiply. Here's how it goes. Two little blackbirds sitting in a tree, one named Carlos, one named Cherie. Fly away, Carlos, fly away, Cherie. Come back, Carlos, come back, Cherie. Here comes the magic. Bling! Four little blackbirds sitting in a tree, two named Carlos, two named Cherie. Fly away, Carlos, fly away, Cherie. Come back, Carlos, come back, Cherie. Bing! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 little blackbirds sitting in a tree. 3 named Carlos, 3 named Cherie. Fly away, Carlos, fly away, Cherie. Come back, Carlos, come back, Cherie. Bling! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 little blackbirds sitting in a tree. 4 named Carlos, 4 named Cherie. Fly away, Carlos, fly away, Cherie. Come back, Carlos. Come back, Cherie. Bling! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 little blackbirds sitting in a tree. 5 named Carlos and 5 named Cherie. Fly away, Carlos. Fly away, Cherie. Come back, Carlos. Come back, Cherie. And then the tree was so full that all the Carlos and all the Cheries flew away and found another tree to sit in. And now let's join Julianne as she shares the book Fruital with us.
Fruital by Antoinette Portis. Fruital. All year long, the dogs went woof, the cats went meow, and the birds in the neighborhood went caw, coo, chirp, peep, chirp, peep, caw, coo, coo, chirp, peep, caw, peep, caw, coo, chip. Until one day, out of the blue, little brown bird didn't want to sing the same old song. She didn't know what she wanted to say. Caw, coo, chip. But it definitely wasn't beep. Something silly maybe. Fruital, sprudel. Crow was not amused. What did you say? Oodle? Uh-oh. She meant peep. Little brown birds say peep, like doves say coo. So true, we do. So little brown bird said peep. But 6 minutes later, something else slipped out. Tipple, biffle, just a little miffle. Stop! You are little and brown and you say peep. But she just said miffle. Olive, anyone? Dove liked to keep the peace. But not even snack time stopped the silliness from spreading, because Cardinal had figured out there could be silly red birds too. Ickle, zickle, pickle, trickle. Stop it! Too late. Now Dove was wondering if there could be silly white birds. Oobly, snoobly. There could. You too, Dove? Try it, Crow. Everyone knows there is no such thing as a silly black crow. Please come back. You two do something. We'll mind our peeps and cues. Lost cause. But little brown bird knew they wouldn't mind them forever, so she wondered, could crows be silly too? Clogin, zoggin, itsy boggin, fooblick, dooblick, not a crewblick, sliggy, quickie, zinker triggy, buppy, scruppy, hop hop, whoopee! Crows could. Flodin, yachts, plemish, oughts, blurb, flisk. The neighborhood was never the same. Ink badink. Schmoodle, skerpoodle.
I've heard you in the early morn, turning in the spring. If you should ever stay away, I don't know what I'd do. You've sung so many songs for me this time, the songs for you. If you should ever stay away, I don't know what I'd do. You've sung so many songs for me this time, the songs for you. You've sung so many songs for me this time, the songs for you. I'd like to tell you about something very special that happened in the house that I live in. I was able to watch two birds work very, very hard to build a nest in a hanging basket on the front porch. So I'd like to show you where the parent birds decided to build their nest. Here's the porch. I have the ladder all ready to go. Here's the plant where they decided to build their nest. It's hard to even imagine that there's a nest in there. The birds worked together day after day, building a beautiful nest. And there you can see the beautiful nest where the baby birds lived. What a view that had of this lovely garden, but what a beautiful nest. Wouldn't you like to grow up in that nest? What a cozy place to live. And then one of the birds, probably the mother, began sitting on the nest day after day, day after day. And then finally, I began to hear some chirps from the nest, and the mother bird was gone quite a bit. But after a while, she would come back, and another bird, the father bird, bringing bits of food to 3 tiny, tiny birds that would chirp and chirp and chirp until their parents fed them. And the two birds, the parent birds, flew back and forth all day long, bringing the little chirpy birds bits of food. They must have gotten so exhausted and so tired of the chirping, because when they left, the baby birds would go to sleep and it would be very quiet. I sat and watched them quite a bit. The parents worked so hard and the baby birds were so chirpy, but the parents just kept bringing them food. Finally, after a few weeks, those baby birds were able to jump out of the nest, and the parent birds very patiently showed them how to hop to a nearby bush, and they kept bringing them food. The baby birds still chirped and chirped and chirped, and the parents still brought them food. And after a while, all was quiet. The baby birds had grown big enough to take care of themselves. But I thought about how hard those parent birds worked and how tired and maybe sometimes grouchy they might have gotten. And it made me think of this song that I made up a long time ago when my little girl was little. I'll share it with you now. And I may be angry, and I may And thanks again for taking the time to join us for Family Fair. Another time to be together as families, as friends, and keep singing, keep enjoying music and being together.